What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord series running as a Battanian vassal. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, thankfully, we were able to clean up the war with Valandia pretty quick. We've gained 3 castles on them. Was it 3 or was it just 2? No, we got Varen Castle back. Tubilius and Verisan Castle. Not too shabby. The Valandians are looking pretty weak with, I believe, 3 castles and 5 towns left. However, it is now time to continue our push against the Western Empire. So, we have this army coming down to siege a town in this area. So what we're kind of just doing right now is cleaning up armies, raiding villages to weaken garrisons, kind of seeing what damage we can do on our own, allowing our parties to kind of build up.
If you please.
This should be easy auto-resolve. 1 wounded, we will take it. Collect as many Empire Pokemon prisoners as we possibly can. While also upgrading our troops, of course. And then, we might put together an army to siege another city. We'll kind of see how things go. With this siege, I mean, they have a huge force, so I feel like there wouldn't really be... Oh, we could put together a pretty decent force still, actually. Which is, surprising. 2,500 men should be able to take this city. Get out of here, Houston. So I'm not too worried about that. How many lords do we have prisoner? Just the 1. If we can keep picking off these parties, that would be amazing.
It's been a while.
Like so. Another 3 wounded, and another lord taken prisoner. We do need to drop off our prisoners. None of that stuff's too great. What is the Empire's strength looking like? They are at war with the Khuzaits and the Azurai. They have about 13k. I propose we make an alliance. I'm glad we all agree. Yeah, let's get an alliance with the Azurai and the Khuzaits. Now, they are typically at war with each other. So we'll kind of see what being allied with both of them means when that comes to happen. As long as it keeps them both off of our... or keeps them from declaring war on us. Say that's it's pretty good. It doesn't look like anything's under siege. It is possible that they could build up a force to take on our army. I'm gonna see if we can't hurriedly drop off these prisoners. I would like to take the 2 lords all the way to Pencannock if possible. We can have up to 324 troops. We're getting there. Let's go. Prisoners, drop all of you off. See if we can't maybe pick up some more cavalry. Perfect. And we have 70 cav. That's not bad at all. Let's go drop these lords off at Pencannock. About 700 defenders, so they would need about a force of 1,700 to push them back. Which it is definitely possible that they can build that up. We're gonna hope that that's not the case. kind of nice having all of these bigger parties roam around, though. Like, I would honestly prefer not to build up a force, just so we can keep these strong parties patrolling our territory and make sure that we're not getting raided. Yeah, we're running low on prisoners here. Still got a decent amount, though. Nothing happens. Let's go ahead and head back down, see if we can't pick off any more Empire parties. How's the army doing? They've lost quite a few, but they've taken down half their garrison. Question is an army waiting for them to get weak? Looks like we should be able to take it.
Stop there, string.
Should be nice and easy. Okay, 3 dead on that one. 2 highborn youths and a veteran skirmisher. We'll take the swordsman. Crossbows. Clan warrior. Also see if we can't catch up with this force. Awesome. We have taken it. Lost a Battanian hero. Okay, let's go drop off some more prisoners. We don't want to drop off the Lord. What's their strength looking like now? We knocked it down almost 1,000. And it's not too shabby. 700 defenders here. But you do have 100 from a party. Annika Castle. You're going down here now. Okay, I might honestly build up a force then. How big is this army? 1,400, that should be enough. That way we don't take every single large party. But I wouldn't mind taking Zionica. Jeez. Look at our expansion if we push down to here. I mean, again, we have a lot of central territory, which is a bit scary. How are we doing here? -20. We're getting there. We're at 77 war progress. It'd be wonderful if we could take out the Southern Empire. Trade. Ooh, look at this horse. Charge damage, less hit points, but more speed? Oh my goodness, that is a nice horse. Wow. Very solid. think we can drop both of those. You can't afford it. Pick up another 30k. It's not like we need it. 4.5 million in our treasury. Let's wait for our forces to gather. Ooh, is this our son? Members. Atis. No, this is another one of our nephews. You're 16. You're 15. This is our oldest child. Our daughter, who is 15. And then we have a son who's 14. A daughter who is 11. A son who is 10. We can't see anything about Eric. Okay. Another nephew can join the fight. The next generation. They're gonna take over the world. Just like me and my 2 brothers, 3 brothers will fight alongside together in the next generation, in future wars to come to the Battanian kingdom. I wonder how old our brother's getting. Nice. Okay, look at how many companions we have in our party. Well, Mr. Atis, come join the party. We also need to get, Adalis back running her own party. Xylata. Who are you married to? Okay, you just married our nephew. I'm gonna bring you into the party as well. Darbard and Radan are both in Colharn's army. We still need these freaking companions, dude. Tavern. Empire culture. You actually have really nice scouting. Decent bow skill. Okay, one-handed. You would be a frontline warrior, most likely. Throwing, one-handed, decent athletics. You know what? Let's bring you into, let's go ahead and finally pick up a new companion.
Right, so who might you be then?
My name is Derngill, madam. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, I'll tell you my story. Pass the wine and listen close. My family had debts, so I signed up to be a soldier under one of old Noretzi's kinsmen. I guess I always liked men's work more than women's work. The legions took hill women as scouts, but I was never the hidey sneaky type, so I did what I did to be in the spear line. Dressed as a man, of course, weren't difficult to do, not hard to fool men. Bound my breast and watch where I pissed. It was easy. Okay? Then one day our commander led us into an ambush. The apple doesn't far fall from the tree, you could say. I didn't see the battle, but was part of the rout. That was the end of army life for me. Don't care for glory-hounding lords leading me to my death, but I still like to fight. Or there's always work for the brave and the resourceful. Yeah, the merchants give me jobs, but I'm not sure I care much for guarding caravans. A lot of sitting around listening to boring talk about prices. Look, I can wield a sword or spear, and I can also repair them. Wouldn't mind trying my hand at making them too. If you've known a captain with a good company, a fighting company, maybe he'd be interested. Yeah, 445, let's do it. We just have the, Lord, yeah. Welcome to the clan. Okay, we're gonna have to pick up new gear and stuff for all of these people we're bringing into our party. Let's give you armor first. That's all we have. Now, you said sword or spear. We could give you both. Throwing weapons, a polearm, and a one-handed. You have much better reach, better handling, better thrust damage, better thrust speed, better swing speed. Yeah, I would argue that this is better. Okay, that'll be your gear for now. Sadly, we don't have much, although we could just buy some. Alright, one of our nephews. You are rocking the one-handed. Falx is kind of nice. Let's give it to you. Not really any throwing weapons here. Keep the axes. Sheesh. Some fire armor, though. Nearly upgrades to what we have, but not quite. Looking good, nephew. Looking good. Okay. Not using a horse. Rest looks good. You're using a two-handed sword, as well as a bow and arrows. You have the War Razor. No. Why isn't that comparing? How is this compared to our weapon? I would argue ours is better. Why isn't this comparing your two-handed weapon? I want to check your two-handed stats. There we go. Okay, this is just better. You have a pretty solid bow. Get you some better arrows. You also already have some very solid gear. Alright, next, Diasora. You are our cavalry lady. I'm actually gonna have you rock this. You don't need anything from here. You have a two-handed axe. I don't think I want you to have that. Or are you two-handed focused? Who was this? Diasora? No, you're one-handed and polearm. Any better ponies? We do have better, horse armor. Better speed, better charge damage. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Happy with that. Then you got pretty good stuff. We do want to check out... You have a very nice spear already. Alright, me Lady the Wanderer. Looking good. Just sell that. Then you need gloves and boots. Dude, she might be the coolest looking companion that we have. Okay, and then you need a spear. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then me wife. Me wife. You have a very solid one-handed weapon. You already have the best bow. You have some decent ammunition as well. Okay, and then we have Mad One. We can sell those boots. Hold on to these, because we're bringing in our other nephew. Could probably just sell those arrows. We'll keep on to this, just in case. And I think that's all I'm gonna spend for right now. We got quite a few of our party members pretty decked out. Yeah, our people are looking pretty good. It's really just Madwan and Dester, and then the two new companions that we're bringing on in. But we spent about $1 million, so I think we'll hold on to our money for a little bit, stack up some more cash, and then we'll finish kitting out our party members. All right, how are things looking over here? You still have 1,400 troops. Ah, there's 1,000 right there. Okay, let's go deal with the Empire's army. Because, you're actually traveling to defend. You know what? I'll take the brunt of this hit. I would much rather you go and siege the castle, if I'm being honest. We still have 3 more parties we're waiting on. This should actually be a pretty easy cleanup if we can get there in time before they...
It's been a while.
Nice. Send the troops. 1 dead. That's fine. Prisoner. Don't worry, guys. We'll have a battle here shortly. Don't you worry. Alright, I don't think we're gonna catch them, but we got 1 lord. Alright, 2 more parties we're holding on to, or waiting out for, and they're both at least 160 men, so they should be able to get here no problem without being attacked. You guys are gonna head straight on in, aren't you? Well, at least we'll have 2 fresh parties coming in. Oh god. That poor guy just threw his life away. Keep the armies healthy! Okay, let's go ahead and quick save. Have our first battle of the day. Yeah, I mean, it should be an absolute slaughter, but let's do it. Let us crush the Emperor's men.
Soldiers!
Is the leader considered an emperor? I'm gonna transfer you guys to here.
Cavalry!
Let's just get one group.
Troops! Horse archers!
I'm still not very familiar with
After me!
the Empire's leaders. I know the Southern Empire is Regea. Manchug is the Khuzaits.
Troops!
Durthert was the Vlandians. Caladog
Soldiers!
is the Battanians.
Forward!
Ragnavad is the Sturgians. So it's Azerai and then the Northern and Western Empire that I'm not too familiar with. And I believe Durthert's the only one who has, like, died. And he died of old age, so.
Soldiers! Move! Forward!
Our Cap's just charging. Okay. Let's do it then. Taking a decent amount of damage there. Alright, let's get our soldiers moving forward. I'm a little nervous about where the reinforcements might spawn.
Soldiers! Attack!
Kinda to be expected behind us.
Attack!
But we are taking on the brunt of the second force, so. Oh geez, right on top of our cav. That's messy. Ooh, those throwing weapons are getting close. Try to not go down here. Alright, should be an easy remainder of the fight. Hopefully. Got a bunch of infantry moving on in. Cleaned him up over there pretty easily. How's our cab doing? Lost a decent amount. 5 dead from our own party. But they are 1,000 troops weaker. Our new companion has already gained a level. Hopefully our other army stays healthy enough. 45 dead. Should be able to have enough to continue pushing on that castle. And then if we can also push the town, that would be amazing. Rosazia. Who was Rosazia? Take both of those units. Nothing good there. Rosazia. Rosazia. of the Dolentos. Ah, a servant of the Empire. Good. Okay, so you have 139 wounded, so you still have about 1,300 troops. You should be able to go take that castle. Which is exactly what we were hoping for. An Empire army is down. They're down to 10,000 strength. Ooh, Western Empire is now at war with Sturgia as well. Awesome. It should be pretty close before we get the collapse of the entirety of the Empire. Which I am very much looking forward to. Sophia! This is our niece. Doing quite nicely with the bow. Athletics, I feel like, is pretty easy to level up. Let's get you with a high bow skill. You got some riding. Yeah, 'tis fine. 'Tis fine. Okay. Our nephew. Headshot damage with bows. Armor penetration. Accuracy, reload speed. We're gonna get you... You also have a point in medicine. Let's get hit points. I'm gonna get you 3 in two-handed and 2 in athletics. And then you also gained a level. You are our spearman / one-handed. So since you've already maxed out one-handed, let's get some upgrades there. Okay, now if we look at our party, here's our lad. Who else did we pick up? Xylata. Inventory. Oh yes, you could certainly use some gear. You don't even have a weapon. What were you good at again? One-handed and throwing, your front line, for sure. Okay, we definitely need to get you some gear. You look a little goofy. You have a whole mix of equipment. What were you good at again? Right, we're trying to get you in a two-handed. So, with that being the case, you can drop the spear. And you can take the two-handed sword for now. There we go. You do not need a horse. Xylata does not have a horse. Okay, I think we're good. Once we take Zionica, we'll go ahead and we'll look at getting them some equipment. Okay, we're not gonna catch those guys. Xylata's pregnant! Our 3rd generation is coming on in. Our brother is going to be a grandfather. Rest in peace to Arwa. Who is his new wife? Is it Diasora? Yes. Diasora is a good lass. She leads our cavalry. She does her best to fill Arwa's position. But Arwa is missed dearly. A fine warrior, a fine woman, a fine mother, a fine wife. Good lord, 1,300. Oh god. Alright, well, if we get attacked by literally anybody, yeah, let's disregard that for now. Can we... 117's not bad. 113. Good old the Dallas. Yeah, we actually can't take that by ourselves. Not without more forces. And those parties could get cleaned up by this guy quite easily. The ones that we're calling in, so we gotta be a little careful. While we wait for these other parties. How are we doing here? Haven't started the siege. While we wait for our parties to come on in. Let's go ahead and gear up our 2 new companions. Redan has gained a level. Nice, dude. Let's go stewardship. And intelligence just makes sense. Because you need all of these skills as a party leader. We do have 3 lords as prisoner. Be nice to drop them off somewhere safe. Trade. Alright. Xylata definitely needs gear. And we need a decent spear for you. Honestly, a pike, maybe? Well, you can't use shields with it. A tier 3? Not super great. But it'll do for now. And we need to get you a shield. And then some type of throwing weapon. I don't really want to do daggers, so we'll just do the cheap jabs for now. And then armor. Okay. We need shoulder piece. We need gloves. And we need boots. Looking like a true warrior. You, my boy. I'm not gonna worry about a helmet upgrade for you. You're actually not looking too bad. I think I'll keep you in the armor you have, but let's see, can we pick up some better arrows? Yep, let's do that. This is actually better. Okay, so we don't need to buy that. You have a noble bow already. I think we look pretty good. I'm happy with that. Alright, you guys are kitted. Awesome. Yeah, we'll just do that. Lose 100 gold for some morale. How you guys doing? Looks like you guys are going to be able to take it, just barely. You guys are taking some heavy losses. Dallas is nearly here. We still have 23 hours. Perfect. Castle's ours. Sturgians are sieging here. Khuzaits are sieging here. The Western Empire is in trouble, let me tell ya. Let me tell ya. Oh my goodness. Look at all the parties chasing a Dallas. Be gone from my companion! No! No! Save him! 5 dead. Good lord. I mean, hey, at least we took out 2 parties, though. We'll take it. The Western Empire's back over here now, though. Alright, let's deal with this force. Of course, the Empire would try to push us. Which might mean we don't have enough to take Zionica, which is a shame. We're positive again. We're at +7. War progress is 76. I might just go straight on in. Let's have a nice, sizable fight. We haven't had one yet this episode. We'll assault the siege camp. We do have 196 from the garrison coming on in. Let's do it. I'm fine with two formations of cav.
Soldiers! Forward! Horsemen! Move! Cavalry! Forward!
Wide flanks. Oh, this is the same map we just had. Which we have a pretty good idea of where the reinforcements are going to come from.
Move! Arrow! Move! Cavalry! Move!
So maybe we'll...
Cavalry!
Oops. Maybe we'll hang back a little bit with our cav.
Move! Horse archers! Follow me! Troops! Form a wall!
Form a shield wall. Keep advancing.
Move!
Yeah, that militia's getting wrecked.
Cavalry! Mounted! Forward!
Nice. Aja's already gaining levels. Love to see it. Two levels. Killed him with 2 damage. Amazing. We are, some of our infantry dropping, I believe. I say let their cavalry come. Pick off who we can. Yes, follow me into my infantry line, you fools. Oh, jeez. I did not realize that their cav pushed us like that.
Move!
slow them down so our cavalry can catch up. And then what we need from our cav on this side is to push around to get ready to charge their archers. Especially with their infantry charging. Although it looks like they combine groups. Alright, we'll let you guys advance.
Horsemen! Forward!
Oh god, no, not you guys, please.
Cavalry!
I always do that.
Horsemen!
Alright, you guys come charge.
Move!
Infantry charge.
Cavalry!
You guys charge. Then we'll see where their reinforcements come. Get the nice hammer and anvil going. Alright, reinforcements are way back there. That's not bad. We want to run down as many as we can. Let's pull our cav out. Let's pull our archers up. Oh god, we're about to go down. Alright, you guys go back to charging. Cavalry in the back. They still have another wave of reinforcements.
Horsemen! Give them hell!
Let's get all of our cav charging. So far, not too bad, I would say.
Archers!
Archers advance.
Move!
Is that me wife? It is me wife.
Cavalry! Horsemen!
How many? Ooh, 37 left in the one. That's tough. Losing a bunch of cav. A lot of our forces are wounded though. Bowman, go ahead and charge. Don't you dare shoot me! Ah, man down, man down. We should be fine though. Should be pretty straightforward. They have one more wave of reinforcements coming in. Nice solid fight. $91 dead. A decent chunk of that should be the garrison. So I'm hoping that our army is still pretty healthy. Because if we could find the numbers to push that settlement in the end, that would be really nice. never even got one wave of our reinforcements. Did lose about 90 infantry. One, two. Okay, we got two. Take the cataphract. Nice bit of upgrades. Honestly, we can just buy most of that stuff at this point, so 6,000 income nearly. Alright, I'm gonna assume that this army is gonna disband pretty shortly. We're still gonna have about 1,500 men. Is that gonna be enough to take Zionica? Would like to hope so. Western Empire's under 10k strength, 75 war score. We're positive 15 on the quest. Not too shabby. Alright, yeah, we know Ada's gained quite a few levels. Athletics, movement speed or hit points? We'll go hit points because you are an archer. We'll go another in two-handed, another in athletics. You have 7 control. I'll give you 1 more. I'll go 2 in vigor, 3 in endurance, 1 in cunning, 1 in intelligence. This isn't really gonna matter. I mean, maybe the leadership a little bit. We'll get you 1 point. Throwing. Damage to mounts with throwing weapons could be kind of nice. Control skills of infantry. 10% damage while using throwing weapons is melee. But you're not going to really be using it as melee. Go hunter. One-handed, let's max out your athletics. Perfect, perfect. Everybody's still over 100 except for this guy who was prematurely attacked before getting into our party. If I start sieging, will you help me? Before disbanding that force? That would be amazing. Oh no. You already went in to help. Alright, that's probably gonna spend the end of, or spell the end for this army though. Still have about 670. That's another Western Empire army gone. Persuasion chance, party size. Yeah, we'll go for that. Me lord, come help me siege this castle. Will you? No, you're just not interested. Okay, I don't think we'll siege that by ourselves. Not very many parties to bring on in. That would make it worth it. We have beaten back some armies of our own. I'm gonna drop these people off, this army off at Jalmaris, because a lot of these parties, our individual parties have the strength to clean them up. Yeah, they just broke off. So they're all gonna need to replenish. Alright, disband here. You guys should all be good to go. Already building up another army, which is nice to see. I might take a trip back up to Pencannock, drop off these lords. How large is that army that they're making? Can't be very large. About 1,200. They already brought in a Dallas. Good for her. Fighting on the front lines for us. Oh, it was all of these guys that we dropped off, creating their own party. Cool. I don't know where you're gonna go next, but we should take Rote at this point. It's just that Annika's really, like, out there by itself. Oh, Lord. Okay, what is this? Oana! Our oldest child. Looks like we're making you a frontline warrior, if at all possible. We'll give you some, athletics. Anything for throwing? No. Okay. Athletics again. 3 times athletics? That's not bad. Ooh, okay. The Valandians declaring war on us. Yeah. Khuzait's fine. Azurai. Kind of a shame. But I do agree, 5 million is quite a lot. Unkid. Unquid? Unkid? Unkid? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Alright, let's drop off, let's drop off these parties, and then I might go take Thrak'dore Castle. I mean, we're probably gonna have to beat back their first wave of forces. Which is fine. Where's this army going? You're engaging a party right now. Ooh, Thorios is pretty out there. That's really getting far away from our territories. Ah, someone just escaped. We still got 3 lords, though. We're sitting on 10. 10 in the prison. I don't want to trade. I want to recruit troops. We'll take some more infantry. I suppose for right now we can chase down some enemy parties. $330 versus 265. Let's just send the troops here. 19 from our own party dead. We actually didn't take any of them. Approach, entry, dungeon. Oh yeah, we didn't get any prisoners. How's our party comp looking after those losses? We want more archers. We want more archers. We want to keep running down these Valandian parties.
It's been a...
There we go. There is a prisoner. Keep upgrading our troops, especially the new ones we just grabbed. That's a nice horse armor. I'm gonna hold on to that. Those are some nice gloves as well. New boots. Okay, the rest we can leave. Alrighty, and we will continue engaging with the Valandian forces until we see an army Once we see an army, we're going to gather up a force, strike down their army, and hopefully retaliate on one of their settlements. They have had a successful raid, inflicted more casualties. But all of that will be next time. Where are you going? You're just kind of recruiting troops and stuff, which is fine. I don't mind an army patrolling down here. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can quickly clean up another war with the Vlandians. Hopefully gain a few more territories. If we can gain a town, that'll be amazing. But I wouldn't even mind if it was just like these 2 castles we gained. Or even Provend. Like, if we can just keep shrinking their territory and pushing them into a smaller and smaller box, it's gonna be great. Hopefully we don't go to war with Sturgi anytime soon. They're kind of probably the strongest enemy, or like most difficult enemy for us to take on at this point, as long as we stay friendly with the Azurai and the Khuzaites. So, all of that next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.